Hi guys, it's me Karen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to do a page in Magical Dawn by Hannah Carlson. I picked this page here. I've started a little tiny bit of it. And if you notice, there's a lot of leaves. A couple of little cuffs on the kitty cat. And a big background, a couple of houses. We're going to do like I've done in every page. Purple, blue, pink, and green. Okay, every single page is done like this, and then an inking in the background. So little cuffs are going to be purple, and all these little leafy things are going to be in the green shades. So I'm going to do a couple of them, show you how they're done, and then I'll do the rest of them off camera because my hands are not the best. In fact, if you're looking at them now, we have a lot of swelling going on in a couple of these knuckles. But I wanted to get a video done. So we're going to start off here. We're just going to finish up this little clunk, clunk, clunk goes everything. Paw, cuff. I noticed they're only on the front paws. We've got one back paw here and one here that don't have cuffs. So what the heck? Just have them on the front. Okay, so our colors for the purple are, yeah, you can't even read them anymore. And these are Prisma color marker or pencils. Yeah, it's what we're using in here. I believe this is dark grape or black grape or something in that line. It says raisin noir, and noir is black, and raisin is going to be your grape, except for it's a dried raisin. We're going to start with that, and we're just going to go in here on these dark little areas and put a little line across there and kind of make these little lines a little longer. Twisting this pencil around so the line is a line instead of a blob because they melt really easy, especially during the heat wave we're having. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to make this little area a little darker down here, just putting a little more pressure on the pencil. Second color, yep, which is Violet di Parma. I'll be putting their real names down. They're the ones I've always used in the book. And we're just going to put a little of that down in here too, and kind of go across. Just like that. Then we go in with the grade Lavender, which is Lavender Grisey. And we're going to add that in. We're picking up those colors and dragging them down in here, putting a little more pressure on that. There we go. Now I want to make it a little darker, so we will grab our grape here. And we're going to go over those lines just a bit more. Okay, now you notice this is darker than this. That's because we brought in a black. And we're just going to go in and darken some of those areas there. And then bring our pencil right up on those lines so they stand out even more. And make sure that they look black. So then they look even. If you want to, you can bring it a little, and I don't even know if I have one in here. Yeah, I do. Okay, it's over here. A little white in. And these are so short, and I don't have another set of the Prisma color. So we're just going to put a couple of lines in there just to soften that up a bit. and bring down some of that as more of a ruffle that comes on here. Okay. Like that. And then you need a brush for that because the Prisma color will smear all over the place. So we're going to do the little rope that goes out here. I'm going to have to try to move these pencils away a little bit. And we'll rest that up there and just turn it. I'll get you down just a little bit closer. Okay. So we're going to take our dark and just put it on the dark line there. Bring it across. Add a little over here and maybe a little light in here. Same thing on this side. Just bring it down. We'll darken it on this knot on one side and a little bit over there. Of course, down in here, bring that line up. And this one here. And that goes out here. Okay, take the next one in, which is your, I don't even know what this one's called. Let's see. If I go into my channel, and we'll take the volume off so you don't hear anything making any noise there. And I'll go to, where do I have to go? My channel. And I will type in Magical Dawn in the little search area. Magical Dawn. And go to any of my Magical Dawn pictures. I think we will go down here to this one and just go down to where it says colors used. And we will just get the colors. Parma Violet is what this one's called. So this one is Parma Violet. And we're just going to add a little of that in there. Blending it in with that dark color, which is our grape, black grape. Leaving light spots for the lightest color that comes down. Okay, and the lightest is the gray lavender. And we'll throw a little white in here, just to brighten that up a little. And anywhere we want darker, we'll add a little black. And we'll just add a little more of the black grape down here at the bottom. And there we go. We've got a cuff. Now, if you still think you want a little lighter there, you can always bring in your eraser and just lighten that up a little more with the eraser to take out just a touch of that to give it a little more of a highlight. Just like that. Okay, so that's how the other cuff is going to be done too. Then we'll go ahead and show you how to do the leaves. Okay, we have our 3 colors for the leaves too, and that is Putty Beige, Green Ochre, and Moss Green. I think I should probably sharpen these little guys. They've been in a pouch forever. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Moss Green, and we're just going to go on one side of these leaves. Okay. We're going to try to bring this line up a little higher on all of those. Okay. So then we'll just put it down here. Okay, then we'll go in with the Putty Beige. And it's going to go on the lightest spots. Okay, then we bring in the ochre, green ochre. So how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. I'm still real busy with family matters. It's never stopping. There we go. And then if you want any of that darkened, like just on these end pieces, and I want a sharper point on this black, just so we can get these lines up here on the leaves a little bit better, and just right down here at the bottom as a shadowish kind of area. We can add a little extra veins on here. With a big picture like this, I'm going to mention one thing for more of a beginner. If you do not want to add all this detail on every single leaf, don't. You might get a little, because you have so many across the whole page, putting little veins in here may not be something you want to do. I'm going to do it because I will be taking my time with the rest of this page, but you may not want to have to do all that little tiny bit of work. You can go back in here with any of the greens and just darken some of that if you want. Just go over the black in the center there. And just make sure it blends out nicely the way you want it to look. So all of these, and I mean all of these, because there are hundreds of them up there and over there and everything, so are going to be done like that. We will do a flower here, and that is done with these three colors, which are going to be the black raspberry, clay rose, and light peach. Okay, let's find a flower that I can get to that's not going to be too squashed. Do I have a whole flower here? I think they're all going to be like half flowers. So why don't we move over to this side and we'll do this flower here. It's kind of bigger than the rest of them. So we're going to take the black raspberry and we're going to kind of make some of these lines that color and then shadow it. And maybe add a line there and shadow it. Have a line come down here. Okay, so we're just bringing the lines that we have here and putting a little color on the other side. And maybe making an extra line here and there. Okay. We'll just come down from the outside. And this petal here. Okay, then we'll bring in the, I have Nectar here, so I'm going to use Nectar. Probably have Nectar because I didn't have the other color. Gonna have to order some extra colors here, and then we have the light peach. And we got a little bit of flower going there. We're just going to darken it up here. The Nectar again. And then the peach. Okay. If you keep getting that tangled up on me, want to bring in any white just to highlight some spots, go ahead and do that. Okay, and then the middle will be, oh, what do we do the flowers in the middle? Let's see. Purple. They're usually done in purple, so we'll take the purples. And just do a little bit of purple in here. Don't drop the pencils. They're not very big. They're going to be hard to find. And then just the putty. Is it putty? No, this is like grade lavender. Just to mix those up. Here we go. And if you want it a little darker on the edges, just put a little more in there. And darken those. Just like that. So that's what the flowers will look like. Let's see. We've got 2 flowers, so we've got these little guys too. We can make those blues, so we have the 3 blues, which are sky blue light, blue slate, and indigo. So we'll start off with the sky blue light on these guys. We'll just go around and put a light base on it all. Not sure what these are supposed to look like, but we'll make some of these little balls in here. The slate blue. And then add a little of that on one side here. And then bring in the indigo to darken it even further. There's a spot on that pencil. It's white. It's weird. Anyway. Okay. Go back in with the blue slate. And then the light, our sky blue light. And I'll have those written down in the description box. There we go. Little blue flowers. Little touch of white on one side. And we'll put some stickles on these too. And then with the greens, I think on this side of the page, we'll do the moss green here. The green ochre. and the Putty Beige. If you're wondering why there are some dark circles there, it's because the page behind here has got stickles on it. And the pencils will pick up that mark. There's two ways to deal with it. Work the book in a different fashion, where you do the stickles last. I'm just going to go back in with the ochre and just darken these areas here. Or you can, when you're using your pencils, go really light over those areas. I guess there's three ways. Don't use stickles in the book until you're completely done, but I like looking at the page with it there. You can also take your eraser and just kind of pick up some of that, and it'll clear it up for you a little bit. Take a little of that white and just blend the top of that leaf in a little bit more, just so it's brighter on the top. And a little in the bits and pieces there. So that's how the blue flowers will look. The other one will have more green in it. These will have more gold in it. And I think we'll do the little lantern up here too. We can use the ochre for this, the green ochre. Bring it down. Gonna go a little light there. Make sure we get the ochre in there before we put the putty on. I know that sounds funny. Well, let's put putty on it and then blend it. But keeping it with that kind of gold tone. Okay, I'm gonna go. I have to turn the book a little darker down here. And we'll go ahead and make this ribbon this color too. Okay, and then with the putty. Hold that page. Okay, a touch of white just here and here, maybe a little there. Okay, let's see, we have to figure out the candle later. I know the middle of that will be yellow or pink, who knows? At least that part's done. We're also going to take, I have a packet of these little guys, any black marker you have, I just picked these up. Ugh, they're going to be hard for me to open. There we go. This set comes in different sizes, but they're all kind of, they're not any of the big brushes or anything. They're just tips like this in different sizes. On the little pieces here, we're going to make all these black. You can do this with a pencil. You saw how small my black pencil is. I don't want to make it any smaller, and since I just picked these up, I'm just going to do the details with this. Or these, depending how many I have to use. Then we'll go ahead and do this one. And we'll just do these in circle type things. We're going to take this line down a little further here. And that one. Boom. We'll take a little bit of brush pen. This is a Pitt brush pen. And we're going to add a little white there. And there. Just a teeny bit there. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Do I have the yellow in here? I'm checking. Yeah, I do. Okay. We're going to add just a little glow around this candle. This is, I believe, canary yellow. There. And then we can make the candle a different color. Probably a purple, since we're going to have purple over here. A tiny bit purple there, so we will go ahead and bring in black grape there. 10th grade lavender, wherever it went. There we go. I think those little driplets should be a little darker. And we'll put a little black, 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 black. Black lines on that so they're crisper. Okay. There we go. So that'll be it for this part. Like I said, everything is going to be done the same way. So all these flowers are going to be done this way. But all these little ones are going to be done like that. Leaves are going to be done this way, and the other pink, purple dude over here. So in part 2, these pieces will be done, and then we'll work on the houses and some of the jewelry on the kitty probably. Houses are going to have a lot of detail on them, so we'll see how far we get on that. Sorry, these are going to be in small little bits, but that's all I can do. So I will hope to see you in part 2. I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section down below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Take care, everyone. Bye now.